This video has no purpose, really. I just want to tell you about the time I walked in on my professor watching porn. It starts with me just needing to talk to him. I have no memory of why I was going to talk to him, but I do remember it was noon on a Monday because I was like, of all the times to be watching porn at work, noon on a Monday is really high on the scale. Like 4 on a Friday, who's not watching porn at 4 on a Friday? But noon on a Monday, you aren't taking your job that seriously. You just had the whole weekend off and then you came in for 3 hours and started watching porn? Like 3 hours? There's not one email you have to send right now? And by the way, this is not I'm scrolling through Gone Wild on Reddit porn. This is full screen, sound on, covering your entire monitor porn. This is not a porn glance. This is a porn screening, a porn event, if you will. So I don't know what I needed to ask him, but I do remember I was walking up to his office door in the middle of a normal hallway, and I saw that it was ajar. How ajar was it? Well, as we all know, there are 3 ajar categories. And this door was definitely ajar level 2, 1 to 2 inches. It was ajar enough that it was definitely ajar, and so I felt secure and comfortable in the fact that he was open for academic business, if you know what I mean. I mean academic business, that's what I thought he was indicating with a ajar door. However, being only ajar by 1 inch or 2, it could have been possible that he thought the door was closed. It would have been careless but not unreasonable to believe that his door was closed. However, we can assume he did not do a double check, which should really be included with the standard I'm going to be watching full monitor sound on porn at work noon on a Monday situation. So being at the door is ajar. I confidently walk up to the door and give it the old triple knock. And I'm tapping hard enough to increase the ajar level with each knock, slowly knocking it until I start in with a left-hand push. Eventually I'm able to wedge myself through, and before I even see him or anything else, I see his second monitor, the monitor faced at such an angle that both of us have complete viewing capability. 2 girls on a bed fingering each other. Then the second thing I see is through his soul as we lock eyes. In that moment, he grabs the second monitor with both hands and spins it around as fast as he can. I take 1 step backwards. The monitor, being moved so shakily and abruptly, has lost its balance. Its tiny circular foot has entered a seemingly endless dance, and me and the professor are both locked in its trance. I take a 2nd step backwards. The monitor decides it's going for the big finish, and it fully falls off his desk. He goes for it immediately, diving from his chair to catch it. And remember, the audio is still going at this point. I take a 3rd step backwards. He scrambles like I've never seen a man scramble in my life, and he turns off that audio. Then I immediately run into another professor that I happen to know pretty well from behind. This new professor, a very cheery man, decides he's ready for an impromptu, middle of the hallway stop and chat. He halts himself right in the middle of the open door frame and asks how me and the other professor are doing. I have no memory of anything we talked about, but me, the friendly professor, and the porn professor made small talk in this weird, forced, friendly conversation. And then I left wondering how the friendly professor thought that went. Like, on the scale of normal to incredibly tense, how are we coming off? Did he think we were having an affair? I'll never know. What am I like under pressure? And then I realized I was fucking set for the rest of the semester because there is no way that you're giving the student who walked in on you watching porn on noon at a Monday anything but an A. And then he gave me a fucking B.
A fucking B!
Like, dude, come on! Don't you remember when we locked eyes and souls right before the monitor dance? In that moment, the universe shouted down from the heavens, Robin, this gift of guaranteed A is now bestowed upon you. And it's not like I earned a C and he bumped it up. I earned my stupid B by asking all the students a year ahead of me what the answers were. Was it like a, I knew the door was open the whole time, this is the whole point kind of thing? "50-50. But if it was, don't you think he'd definitely have given me that A?